these elections are extremely crucial for women, because they are an election to decide whether or not our Indian constitution remains or not, and women's rights as respected by the constitution, whether that will remain or not. Because this government, the Modi government that we've had for 5 years, it has presided over, it has allowed these sort of far-right Hindutva outfits to really launch an organized attack on women's rights, the worst attack ever. For instance, they have allowed these gangs to go around terrorizing Hindu women who fall in love with Muslim men or have interfaith or intercaste relationships and marriages. Then, for the first time ever, you had a government that has led, of which ruling party leaders, BJP leaders, have led rallies for rape-accused persons. This is also an Modi hai to mumkin hai kind of moment, all right? First time. And not only that, if you look at policies also, on Sabarimala, they showed where they stand on women's constitutional rights, that the BJP is completely hostile to women's constitutional rights. And they have also, if you come to Beti Bachao, then where is the actual expenditure on what women need? Instead, they have spent 60% of Beti Bachao funds on propaganda for the Prime Minister, and not on women at all. On Sabarimala, it is very clear that there is no dichotomy between it's a false dichotomy created between the devotees and the Supreme Court order and constitutional rights. In fact, the main dichotomy has been between the political BJP and its opportunist position on Sabarimala versus women's rights. Right? And in fact, the left has made it very clear that they are practically the only force in the country which, if they are in government, are willing to wholly implement a Supreme Court order upholding constitutional rights and not succumb to any kind of patriarchal threats and pressure of violence. Right? And the Women's War showed how much broad support there is in Sabarimala for this progressive position among women, of course, but even in society in general. So there is, I think, and I know that at least one devotee, in fact, she approached the Supreme Court against the NSS review petition of the Supreme Court order, saying that I am a devotee and it insults my God, Lord Ayappa, to say that his celibacy could be broken by the sight of a little girl. The hallmarks of Modi Raj in the 5 years have been that at the end of 5 years, we have the worst unemployment in 45 years. We have crop prices as well as agricultural wages plummeting. And of course, urban workers' wages as well plummeting, and jobs being slashed and all of that. Okay, and at the same time, if Achhe Din has not come for the workers and the farmers and the common people of India, who has it come for? If you look about it, Modi keeps saying that he's against dynasties. But why is it that his government seems to have been working for various kinds of corporate and other dynasties? For instance, Modi's closest ally, Amit Shah, okay, his closest aide, Amit Shah. Amit Shah's son Jai Shah's company, within a year of Modi becoming Prime Minister, raised its wealth by some 16,000 times. Okay, what is that if it is not cronyism and corruption? At the same time, if you see the wealth of the super rich 1% of the country, in the year after demonetization, when the poor people of the country suffered a great hit to their survival and wages and jobs and all of that, in that same year, the super 1% increased their wealth by 39%. Imagine that. And if you look at the individual wealth of Adani, individual wealth of Anil Ambani, Mukesh Ambani, all these people, even those like Anil Ambani who were otherwise suffering bankruptcy, they have had their fortunes really get shining progress and increase their fortunes under Modi Raj. Where specifically, you've had the Rafale deal given to Anil Ambani. You've had power, oil, and coal and various kinds of important assets being given to Mukesh Ambani. You've had coal and airports being given to Gautam Adani. All these kinds of special, snatching away public assets from public sector units and from the people and handed over to these huge corporations. So it is basically their Achhe Din. It is the corporates' Achhe Din which we are witnessing, while the poor people have really suffered the brunt of this government.